At the end of the last book, a zealous, anti-magic, militant group called the Blood of the Fold had been defeated, causing the Midlands to unite and rally behind Richard as he prepares for the impending invasion of the Imperial Order. Find out how an overconfident teenage assassin plans to stop the war before it even starts in this episode of the Sword of Truth podcast.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Hello, and welcome to the Sword of Truth podcast, the alcohol-fueled chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with a small room full of craft brew on the side. I'm Jade.
And I'm Nate, and on this episode, we are questioning Chapter 1 of Temple of the Winds.
Yay! We're back, and I'm excited. That's why that whole intro was a little bit, I don't know, weird, but whatever.
Jilted.
We're here, yeah.
The adrenaline was pumping.
Yeah, I had to contain myself, so I didn't just, run through it, and then nobody could understand my words.
You had to refocus the excitement to be able to even read.
Yeah. A lot of times people will make me repeat things if I talk too fast, so. We're
What?
here, yay.
I'm sorry. That's right, we are here. And hey, if you guys like what you hear on this episode, feel free to go visit our Patreon.
Wow.
Patreon.
We have more than one. Jesus.
Visit our one patron. Say what's up. You can check out our Patreon page where we have episodes that kind of couple along with all of these episodes. We have watch-alongs, whole bunch of cool shit on there. If you don't want to do that, that's cool too. Make sure to leave us a rating. Let us know what you think and subscribe because, please.
But stick around towards the end and we'll give you all the info on that. And that's all. That's all the top stuff we have for the episode.
The upkeep is empty now.
Yeah.
So I think we are ready to kick off this chapter.
Woo!
Woo!
Mine sounded fake, but it was real.
Here we go. I can't do it as well as you can.
Here we go!
All right, y'all ready to kick off Temple of the Winds?
Y'all ready for this?
No, please
lost it.
continue.
I started doing it wrong immediately, so I can't.
Cheers, JD.
Cheers.
I had to hit the bottle with the glass because we're sharing a glass. We will get into what we're drinking later, too.
Yeah, you should probably...
Yeah. Okay, well...
For a second, did you forget about the way the beer break works?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
I have it in my hand, so I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm focused now. I promise, guys. This book starts.
Wow.
It was intense, right? With Kaelin and Kara on their way to an interrogation.
Intense.
Yes. Walking down the hallway, all badass and powerful, and hair and leather and...
Yeah.
Good. Kara thinks that they should kill this guy when they're done with him. Kaelin thinks they should keep him alive for further questioning.
That's always the rub, you know?
To kill or not to kill, that is the question.
Which one?
Or to torture first, which is actually kind of more the point. To Kara's point, Dark and Rawl knew that sometimes to eliminate a threat, just keeping a guy guarded wouldn't be enough. And besides, that's literally what a Mord Sith does.
Yeah.
To Kaelin's point, their number one priority is keeping Richard safe. Period. End of fucking discussion. And they have to know everything this still unknown person knows to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's always a good point. You should always be trying to make sure you get as much information as possible, but we're ready to murder the bitch at any time. That's the way it works.
Constant vigilance.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, this person is being interrogated by the mother confessor and, can we say, lead Mord Sith? Is that Kara's? It might not be official.
I think so.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. By two of the most important women in this place.
Yeah.
You're obviously of major importance. So obviously it's like a threat. Yeah. So killing is definitely a possibility. I'd say let's not take it off the table.
No.
But let's not kill him right away. I'm kind of with Kaelin on this one. I'm let's get all the info first.
I don't blame Kara for being threat immediately get rid of, because if we keep it around, chances are it'll be a bigger threat, because, like, history.
Turns out you actually have a 100% chance of being threatened when you have somebody threatening around. I just looked that up on a search engine that doesn't exist. But it sounds right. So we're running with it.
We did learn that, like, this book starts, like, immediately after the last one.
At the end of the last book, in Blood of the Fold, there was like I want to say 2 to 3 week period that goes by after seeing the end of the battle, and then when we get to Zed at the tavern, it's been like a couple of weeks there. But yeah, essentially starts right away.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the thing. The last book did separate at the very end from the battle scenes. So,
Right.
like, time has passed since, like, the most intense parts of the book. But we did see them, like, the other day, technically.
Yes. But they have been handling a lot of shit, since everything went down, which we will get into. But speaking of Richard, Kaelin asks where he is, which means somebody has been breaking the 10-foot rule.
Yeah.
So, don't know what the fuck is up with that, because that was a pretty important
I'm pretty
thing.
sure she said she would kill him, didn't she, or something
I
like
think,
that?
yeah, blood will be drawn. Kara says in disgust that Richard is out back teaching the other Mord Sith how to feed squirrels. Jade.
Wait, are they squirrels or chipmunks?
Oh, they are chipmunks, not squirrels. Wait.
Because chipmunks are cuter than squirrels, for sure.
I mean, squirrels look fuzzier because of the tails, but I was also bitten by a squirrel once in Florida. Long story. Not really. I just got bit. It's kind of dumb. But yeah, no. Chipmunks. Chipmunks for sure.
Okay.
If you're listening, you might not be able to tell, but we actually just had to stop because I didn't know if I really screwed up the notes by writing squirrel, and I did. Chipmunk.
I knew.
That's why we're here, guys, because we're here for the details.
Yeah.
You know?
The important ones.
But sorry, they were laughing and they were giggling. Just the horror.
Being happy.
Just disgusting. Real shame. Real shame. She adds that once they're married, Kaelin will have Richard eating out of her hand. Get it? Because the chipmunks are eating out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kaelin's like, nah, he's not going to be eating out of my hand. He'll be eating out of my. You know what? We should probably get back on track here.
Wow.
Ha! Kara tells her this guy presented himself confidently, calmly, but that he was already inside the palace when he did so.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Oh my God. What's your favorite scary movie? Big problem here, right? They don't know how this guy got in. He should not have been able to do that. This is like a fortified fucking palace. What the hell?
I was confused at first because I was like, he just walked up to a guard. What the fuck are you talking about? There's probably guards everywhere. But then it took me a minute, but he was inside the palace. And then he just rocked up to some random guard and was like, hey,
The thing he says.
Yeah, whatever he says.
Yeah, he would have had to have gotten past a guard. And this guy doing what he did, which we can't tell you until actually the very end of this chapter, he should not have gotten past that very first guy.
No.
That's a severe hole in their defenses. Not fucking good.
Security's not great.
And, if he could do that, what else can he do?
Right.
Like, is he magic? I don't know. He doesn't really seem like it because right now he's being guarded and he looks pretty terrified of the 200 plus people guarding him. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. A little bit of both. A little confident and then, a little bit of pressure and he breaks.
I also want to point out that they have decided already in this chapter, we are not telling Richard. We are doing this without him. He does not need to know. He can feed the fucking chipmunks. That's going to be safer for him. And I hate that. It makes me very, very angry. I'm not going to, get into that right now because I feel like we have a lot more chapter to go. But, yeah, that's a point that I have with this one.
So you're saying maybe if there's a threat on the president's life, maybe you should let the president know about that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Seems like a good idea to me. Yeah, plus it's Richard. Like, Richard is the guy. He's the...
Right. Right.
He's the one. Keep going back to Neo. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
Plus, also, maybe not his wife. Like, his wife shouldn't be the one going in.
Yeah, probably not. The one person that he's like, look, I love all of you. I really, really do. But I really don't want Kaylin to die. So if the rest of you people that I love could please just keep her safe, that would make me really, really happy.
Nope, let's take care of this problem without Richard knowing
let's
anything
not
about
send her into a potential, like, death threat alone. Ugh.
But I digress.
Kara agrees to do things Kaylin's way, but reminds her that if she does something to endanger Richard or herself, per Richard's orders, she's taking over and she will be revoking this is good beer. She will be revoking wedding privileges. Kaylin laughs, thinking Kara is obviously just joking. Kara does not.
Nope. But it also seems very harsh, like on Kara's end. Like, if you fuck up and get yourself hurt, or like, I get the endangering Richard part, but like, you get yourself hurt, fuck you. I'm not gonna allow you to get married to him. Not that it's really her choice, but.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, doesn't Richard get a say? But I think the Mord Sith, the way they've been working, right? They have some freedom now. They like to exercise their newfound freedom. And the way they do that is by saying, look, we will follow your orders to the death if need be. However, if your orders put you in danger, we are going to ignore those.
Yeah.
Because no. So if they view Kaylin as being a
threat,
a liability to Richard, then I think they're serious about saying, no, you can't marry him. Now, they'll say that. Richard will probably get his way because he's Richard.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
And he typically gets his way. But yeah, I don't think she's joking. We do find out that Kara had Petitioner's Hall sealed just in case this guy is like a distraction. Because of what he did, and again, I want to explain it because that's what this whole chapter is based around, not telling you what this guy did until the very end. But because of what he did, in the way he did it, they are super suspicious about everything that's going on right now at the palace.
As you should be.
Yeah, exactly. Petitioner's Hall was where they kind of sort out the numerous requests that they get. People that want to talk to, like, I don't know, royalty, but they want to, like, talk at the government. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people that they don't necessarily know. There are some, like, nobles that they know, but, like, a lot of just regular people. There's some kids running around in there. But they might totally be innocent, too. So just because they're new doesn't mean they're dangerous. But apparently, she told the guards to be nice, but fucking seal that room up. Nobody's getting in, nobody's getting out until this situation is handled. She's so efficient and reliable, it's fucking scary. Like, as far as we know, they just found out about this guy.
Yeah. I also think it's interesting because, like, she told the guards to be nice, and Kaylin's asking, like, did you do it in, like, a gentle way so people weren't fucking freaked out? And the way Kara is like, I mean, I told him to be cool about it, but really, I didn't really give a shit. I just want him to get it done.
Right. What's the priority here?
The reality is, she probably went and told the guards, hey, like, be quote-unquote cool about it, but really, honestly, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Seal it off. And everyone was probably terrified.
That probably just means, like, don't draw blood unless they give you shit. Then, do whatever the fuck you gotta do.
Yeah.
Kaylin sees that things are pretty disorganized and hectic, what with Richard killing the council and everything. Not a lot of organization set up yet.
There's not a lot of people to deal with shit that you would need them to deal with.
This is who's left over. I mean, she knows it had to be done.
Yeah.
But still, it's all kind of fucked. And so this is the point where...
You killed my bureaucrats, damn it!
Well, I was going to say, this is the point where you start, like, did we really screw up? I mean, like, we killed the whole government and took over and, like, fuck, we're in charge now? Really? Okay, let's hire some people that know how to do this first, shall we?
I think it would just be frustrating not having all the people to deal with the menial shit that you want them to.
The paperwork people, that's what we're talking about right now. They just sort people.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Look, like I said, she knows it had to be done, but once she marries Richard, the Midlands will be united for all time, and everybody will fart rainbows and poop butterflies.
That'll be super great.
And she'll be able to bang Richard as much as she wants. So, score.
To be fair, I'd be doing that now, but whatever.
Well, right now it's time to go to work.
I guess.
Can't be doing that all the time, though she hasn't done it yet. So in Kaylin's case, I would say go. Go to him, Kaylin. Right now.
Tell him to fuck the squirrels. No, not fuck the squirrels. Leave the squirrels alone.
Forget
Go in the
about the
bedroom.
squirrels.
Yeah.
Fuck the woman.
Yeah.
Kaylin enters partitioners.
Wow.
Why do I keep saying that?
I don't know.
Wow.
You're having issues.
I'm
today.
excited about doing it. Like, I can't read the words fast enough. Kaylin enters Petitioner's Hall, making a mental note about getting Richard some fancy shit to wear. Because, he's like the Lord Rawl now. He's got to look the part.
Can't be a fucking woods guide.
Yeah.
Up here.
Look at this guy with shorts. I'm sorry, it's not shorts. As everybody starts to kneel, she notices a woman with long brown hair, glance around, and then follow suit.
That bitch.
Right. Well, we know about hair in the Midlands. If you have super long hair, you're probably powerful. None of the queens can have hair as long as a confessor, and none of the confessors can have hair as long as the mother confessor, right? So this lady has hair just short of where Kaylin's hair falls.
Yeah.
So she could be, like, way up high, but then Kaylin doesn't know who she is. That's a little bit embarrassing. It's a whole thing.
It's also noted in the notes that she's wearing, like, simple garbs that don't come from around here, and she has, like, a very simple handkerchief in her hand. Like, she's not wearing, like, gold-plated bullshit, you know what I mean?
Right. And I was like, the second I saw handkerchief, I don't know why, but I got a call back to the pretties.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, not another bitch with rags.
Yeah.
We're not doing that twice. But Kaylin doesn't recognize this woman, so we assume she's not from the Midlands. Kara also doesn't think she's from Dahara because her nose is too cute.
That part's funny.
It's funny to me how they're like, look, the Mord Sith, every single one of them, Burdine included, gorgeous. They're flawless, And then you see this lady, and she's like, nah, she looks too pretty. It's like, but aren't all of you, like, perfection? So what gives?
I think the idea is that they have stronger noses.
Yes. Okay.
Not cute little button noses.
I follow that. Like in the drawing of Kara you did.
Yeah.
Very strong features. Very sexy. But still very, like, cut jaw.
Yeah.
Could probably headbutt you and break your nose.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting that just because Kaylin doesn't recognize her, she's like, she doesn't assume, but she takes a pretty good guess that she's not from the Midlands. Like, you have been kind of not visiting lands for at least the last, like, year, 2 years, because you've been a little bit busy. There's been some deaths. Like, there easily could have been a new noble who has risen to the ranks.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, she does consider that, but I just think it's a little bit like, you don't know.
I mean, I thought it was kind of funny that Kaylin did ask Kara, could she be from Dahara? When Kaylin, literally, it was her job to know all the sorts of different people.
Yeah. But they were on the other side of the boundary.
Yeah, I was going to say, granted, not necessarily Dahara, so, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A captain does tell Kaylin that the woman's name is Nadine and had also asked to see the Lord Rawl. She's looking for her fiancé, a man named Sai something, wink, wink, who disappeared last autumn.
Huh.
Oh my heck. Who could we be talking about? You're fine. It's just a sneeze. People do that.
I couldn't warn you. It came on too quick.
Okay, so obviously, Richard, right? She's looking for Richard to help her find Richard.
Now, we'll see here in a second what Kaylin decides to do with her. I just didn't know if we thought that Kaylin does what she does here in a second, because the woman looks weird. She's got longer hair. We don't know who she is. There's another weird dude in the palace. Or if it's because Kaylin's like, sigh something. Last fall. Like, she doesn't have, but we don't think she has any, like, idea yet.
Look, here's the thing. I didn't read this part of the chapter, right? I listened to it on Audible. I am really curious to know how it was spelled in the print version. Is it CY or SY? Did the guy not really remember, so it's kind of spelled funky? If it was spelled CY dash something, then I think, for some reason, like, Kaylin would be aware of how this guy's spelled word is. But, like, I think she's starting to put it together. There's enough things that line up with Richard so that she's like, okay, maybe not 100%,
Maybe we just have to watch and see how
Yeah.
she handles the girl. But
Strange guy in the palace, strange woman, super long hair, don't know her, asking for potentially Richard, weirded out.
I immediately hate her already. So
So, okay. Yeah, we're assuming Richard. But Kaylin sets up a meet with her, gets her fed, makes her comfortable, gets her a room, but puts her under heavy guard and tells the captain that if she tries to leave the room, first, redirect her back into the room.
yeah, don't let her know that she's there. Like, tell her there's some shit going on in the palace. Okay, we're keeping you safe.
Because of stuff, we want you to stay here to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah.
We're keeping you safe.
Yeah, we're protecting you.
But you can't fucking leave.
Yeah.
But if she tries to leave, like if she insists on leaving, kill her.
Which, it's not funny, but I feel like it would be, like, for a split second, a little bit funny to her if she was... if they're like, no, ma'am, you have to go back to your palace, you have to go back to your room, because we're protecting you. And then she was like, no, I really, I don't actually care about my fiancé, I want to leave. And then they, like, killed her for, like, a split second. She'd be like, wait, what? And then she'd be dead.
I like picturing the guy who has to, like, draw the weapon. Like, no, seriously, I can't let you leave. No, just let me pass. It's fine. I'm just gonna go. It'll be whatever. And he, like, unclicks the sword and starts pulling it out. Nadine's like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'll stay put. That's fine. I wanted to stay in here anyways.
See, I guess maybe in my head, because they don't tell her, like, warn her that you're gonna kill her and then send back. They just go, kill her. So I guess my assumption is if she tries to leave, they're not even gonna be like, you better go back in your room threateningly. They're just gonna fucking stab her. And she's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you already gave her 2 chances.
Yeah.
You don't get any more. Sorry. Oh.
You know what I think this is a chance for, though?
I was just about to say, no shit, literally the exact same words. Please, what is this our chance for? High five.
Oh,
that was kind of sad
one.
one. Here, I have an awkward.
Yeah. This is our chance for a beer break.
All right.
Motherfuckers. It's been like a hot minute.
It has been so long. And you guys, you know what? I didn't want to disappoint. This is special. We're getting back into the 4th book. This is a year-long project, at least.
Hey,
70+ chapters.
I do just want to let you all know, we did not stop. Like, if you were worried about us in the interim here, we were definitely still drinking beer. Okay?
Yes. Oh, yes,
so,
absolutely.
I mean, you didn't have to worry. I know you probably were. We were fine. Thank you for your concern.
Nate, did you even have a beer this week, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
So for this special kicking off episode, we are drinking Perrin Reserve. Yes, sir and or ma'am. If I could just remove this little bit of sticker, I could read to you
I could do that for you.
that it is a triple mash, bourbon barrel aged, chocolate and raisin stout, clocking in at 12.8%.
It's a big hitter.
It is a big hitter. And you know, this one's been aged for close to a year in our refrigerator, safe and sound. I'm actually excited because Perrin is doing their release of this in a little over a month. And so we will be getting more. Yay. But yeah, if you guys get a chance to find this anywhere, please do.
Just be aware, the first sip is like, whoa, in your face. And then you drink a little bit more, and then your tongue gets a little bit numb, and you're like, okay, man. And then you're drunk.
Yeah. Oh, they do have a little bit more of a description here. It's better than what I did. Perrin Brewing 2021 Reserve is a triple mashed Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. This beer was made with honey, caramelized lactose sugar, and aged on golden raisins to create a uniquely rich and flavorful celebration beer. It's a celebration beer.
It's a celebration beer.
Oh, well, cheers, guys. This is fantastic. I love this. I love you. Yeah. And I love all of you. And I got the sticker.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to wrap this break up, and we'll be back right after this.
All right. And we are back. After having that delicious beer, the podcast is totally divulged. Nate's drinking out of the bottle.
We are definitely much drunker than we were when we started.
That is the truth. I also wanted
Factuals.
to add in real quick that if you guys are fellow beer drinkers and you have the Untapped app, I know that sounded weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
That when
Beer drinkers?
when we do these beer breaks, we are going to start checking in these beers on Untapped.
We did it for a second before.
We did for a second, but we're going to stick with it. Also, whenever we post to Untapped, all of that goes directly to the Discord, so we can connect on there and see what you guys are drinking too.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the Discord at the end.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I know you are.
Anyways.
You're excited about a lot of stuff.
Back to the chapter.
Continue.
I will.
Bring me on this ride.
All right, so after Kaylin's blatant death threat to the woman, they head towards the interrogation room, and Kara is like, now that is what I'm talking about. Killer, killer, killer. But Caitlin, not Caitlin,
Whoa,
Kaylin.
man.
I know, this is just so many of them. Kaylin explains that she's giving the woman every chance to live before killing her is an option, kind of like what we were talking about. The same as the man that they're going to interrogate. When it comes to protecting
Yeah,
Richard, she'll do what she has to do. Nothing has changed on her end.
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of the same thing, because if the guy tries to like move right now, he's going to die too, so.
Yeah, and I mean, I think her point is just that let's not kill him first. Like at the very beginning of this chapter, let's just get the information out of them. And maybe keeping them alive is more dangerous, but maybe that information is like our key to success, whatever that may be.
I mean, I get it, but I also think when I see a spider, I don't like try to find its web. I kill the spider.
Oh, me too. Burn it if need be.
Right?
Burn the house down if
Right?
need be.
Right? And then I mean, maybe you find the eggs in the nest later, and so maybe this isn't a good analogy. Never mind.
Don't worry, I'll be able to research it tonight since I'll be awake.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks. No. Okay, so they're giving him every single chance to, like, stay alive, but if they keep pushing, well, it is what it is. You're
Yeah.
gonna die because you're a threat. Kara is still a little nervous, allowing Kaylin to get so close to a potential threat, too.
Yeah.
Saying that Richard will separate her from her hide if something happens to Kaylin.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I totally see that happening. Kara, I love you, but you knew the stakes. Sorry. Them squirrels ain't gonna feed themselves. Not the squirrels. The squirrels can feed themselves. The chipmunks, however, are helpless.
Exactly. Well, the chipmunks are really gonna be fucked now. They're like training them.
Well, yeah. Okay. I see where you're going. Quick aside. So now that Richard has fed the chipmunks are totally reliant on Richard for the rest of their lives.
It's his responsibility to make sure that they stay fed.
That's right. So
When they
if
die,
he's
it's
not
his
going to do
fault.
that. Yeah, exactly. The blood of the chipmunks will be on the seeker's hands.
Yeah, or he should find him a job.
All right, sit there and look cute. Oh, he's so good at that. Here's $1.
More food, yeah.
Okay, we're back. Kaylin says she can take care of her damn self because she is a strong and powerful woman. And look, they had to send quads to kill me for a reason, right? I'm a bad bitch.
Mm.
No one man is a danger to me, not even a wizard. Preach. I'm feeling it right now.
I can't. I don't know what that is.
Drop lady balls on the table here.
Yes, but also feel like you can't just blanketly say that no one man is a fucking threat to you, especially a fucking wizard, because you have to touch them. You have to touch them to be a threat. And if I'm a wizard and you're a confessor, I'm gonna say, hey, fireball, bitch.
Yeah, what's the point of being a wizard if you can't have ranged weapons?
Right? So, anyways, moving on.
Oh, that was 2 notes. I don't know what to do. I don't know what
And
to
this
do.
is the only note I contributed to this chapter, so it's important.
Do you want to read this note?
Yeah,
Since
I'll
you
read it.
put it
I'll
in?
read it, because it's exciting. In more ways than one. Because, okay, all of the oh my god.
Yeah, see?
All of the descriptive words while they're going into this interrogation room are, with all the soldiers, are like totally sexually charged, despite nothing sexual at all happening in scene. Horny Terry, like, popped his little head out to get us all hot and tingly before entering a fucking interrogation scene. That's what happens here. I'm gonna read to you a few of the words that are chosen in this little chunk here.
Oh, please
okay?
do.
Okay. So, it's, the corridor is thick with soldiers, bristling with steel.
Ooh.
The man was being held in a small, okay,
I don't know. I think a reading room might do it for some of our listeners. They'd be like, fuck yeah, small room filled with books, let's go. What are pants even?
The muscle of his bare arm felt hard as iron. His pike, pointed towards the closed door, could hardly have been more steady had it been embedded in granite. There likely had to be 50 pikes, likewise aimed at the door. More men, gripping swords or axes, hunkered beneath the pike points.
He's reaching. I don't know, guys. Where are you at? About quarter?
Yeah,
About quarter?
I'm not done yet. I'm not done
okay.
yet. Inside the room, it smelled of leather and sweat. A lanky man squatted.
Oh, well, that got me. Lanky men squatting.
To permit all the steel aimed at him to find a virgin patch.
There it is. Had to use the V word.
At the sight of Kalen's approaching white dress, his tongue darted out to wet his lips.
Mm-hmm.
All the burly soldiers in leather and chainmail behind him saw Kalen and Kara forcing their way into the room. I think that's most of it. But yeah, I just had to. I listened to it first, and then I listened to it again, and then I read it,
and then again,
like,
and then again, and then again.
No, that is totally. All of those words are like hard.
Oh yeah, he was trying to do something.
Erect penises everywhere with sweat and leather and chains.
He focused all of his hot need.
Yeah.
All of that.
At the virgin patch. That's
At
where
the
it all was
virgin
going.
patch. Oh, I fucking love it. All right, so the interrogation room, as we said, is actually just a small reading room, right?
Yeah.
Sploosh. Where they're going to put this guy until they figure out what to do with him. Inside, 50 pikemen with weapons at the ready are just
steady.
Itching for a chance to kill this guy.
To penetrate this man.
As Kalen approaches, one of them kicks the man to make him kneel. A little hot. Okay, okay. And after quote-unquote introductions, Kalen tells the men to leave, and they very reluctantly do so.
Oh, why? Why? Because you don't want them to hear what your questioning and answering are? They're your fucking dude. These guys aren't gonna say shit.
Like, I would very much prefer them stay in the room. I know the reasoning, and we're gonna get into that in just a second, but
disagree with the reasoning.
Intimidation, right?
Not only intimidation, but just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
Like, okay, Kalen and Kara, very much intimidating, probably intimidating enough, if you understand, which we'll also talk about too. I think maybe in the next chapter a little bit. But who gives a shit if you're doing overkill right now? Bring 400 guys into this room and be like, look, once I'm done with you, she's going to have her way with you. And then each one of these guys is going to have their way with you until we get the information we want.
I guess my thing is, it's a threat to Richard right now. That has been clear. That has been made clear. Even if we don't know why, it's a threat to Richard. So, let's have extra dudes in there. So if the dude is focused, like, if he is a wizard, and he's focused on Kalen or Kara, then somebody behind him can stab him while he's focused. Like, one of the, how many soldiers did they say? A couple hundred? No, maybe I'm exaggerating.
There's 200 people guarding, and I think that's because he's sealed in a room, and there's an outer corridor, and there's a hallway. So I think they're just talking about...
Some are out, some are in.
Yeah, they're not like 200 guys just outside of the small reading room. I think there's like 50 guys right here.
In the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, 25 at your back and 25 at your front. If you try some shit, you're gonna get stabbed. That's the move we need to make here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so 3 paces from where she stands, she realizes that the man is actually just a boy. Okay, by boy, I'm thinking more like teenager. Skinny, pimples, you get it. Little greasy, voice cracks a little too much. But all of this tracks because he's super surprised and happy to see that the mother confessor is pretty.
Mm.
Like, for just a moment, he seems singularly concerned with that fact. He's like, oh, damn, I thought you were going to be hideous. No, like worse than that. Like boils and green skin. And, okay, he doesn't go quite that far, but it's like, what did you hear exactly about the mother confessor to suggest that she might not be pretty?
I don't know. This might just be the woman in me, but I feel like a lot of men, whenever like if they see a pretty woman, they're always like, "Oh, look at you!" Like they're always like, I don't know, almost grossly surprised when you're attractive in any way, and it's like, you're welcome for showing up to be alive today. Let's continue with our transaction, thank you.
Yes, I have a pulse. Can we move on?
Yeah.
So first she tells him that they want to talk to him about what he said earlier. By the way, right now, she's being nice. This is, I feel like, one of the chances that he's getting.
Mm-hmm.
He responds by asking if he's going to get his sword back. Because, he's going to need it. And hey, if not that, then at least my knife.
To be fair, if he brought his knife, maybe we should give it to him.
You know what? I say he gets points for not
Yeah,
forgetting his
He
knife at
showed up
home.
with it, so
Because I know of way better people who have forgotten their knife.
more than once.
Several times, in fact. Like, Kaylin's like, look, I really don't want to give him the knife. I agree. It's super dangerous. However, I fucking remembered it. And if you remembered it, you should have it. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give you the knife.
Caitlin's probably like, I am personally a little bitter about Richard forgetting his knife a couple times myself.
She's
So
just going to march over to him and just start chewing his ass. Richard, do you have your knife with you?
This fucking teenager brought his fucking knife.
We used to do that all the time. Whenever all the boys got together, it's like, knife check. Everybody pulls their knife out of their pocket. It's like 8 dudes. I'm like, okay, yep, back in. I don't know why we started doing that. It's kind of like the challenge coins, the military coins we have from the American Legion, where when you go in, you call your coin by dropping it on the bar, and everybody there, at least the group you're with, they have to show that they also have their coin.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't have their coin, they owe everybody else a drink. However, if everybody shows up and has their coin, whoever challenged first buys the round.
That's why you always have it and you never challenge.
Always have your coin. Always. I always tucked mine right in my motorcycle vest pocket.
Yeah.
Stayed right there, never came out.
And you never challenge because you never want to buy everybody around.
Right.
Only the rich assholes challenge people. But I don't care because I get a drink.
Yeah, because if they're wrong and everybody's got a coin, then like, yay for me.
Yeah. But also secretly, fuck you for being able to do that whenever you want.
Okay, so Kaylin takes a step forward. She's just 2 paces away now. And I like to think that if he makes her take one more step, right, 1 pace away, then she's able to reach forward and actually physically touch him, then she'll confess him. So, like, us seeing how far Kaylin away is from this guy.
Ooh, love that. I love the way you said that. That was amazing.
Us seeing how far Kaylin is away from this guy.
Good job.
Yeah, I got there. Is kind of a gauge on her opinion of the threat. Like, the closer she is, she's like, okay, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He's not giving me what I need. And when she backs off a little bit, which we'll see here in a minute, it just kind of goes to show her intensity.
And I don't know. I agree with what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
No, I agree
Yeah,
with what you're
okay,
saying.
okay.
I agree. I don't know if it's just because I have read this book. I do know what happens. I don't know if that's why during the scene I'm like, oh my god, so much. Like if I was a fresh reader, I don't know if I would be as like on edge or frustrated because I feel like you're stuck in a room, a small room with this one dude. Kaylin is inching towards the dangerous motherfucker. As far as we know, Kaylin or Kara is still towards the door. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like threat level, it just feels very dangerous. Like, there's a lot of room for this guy to make moves.
Yeah, and I mean, the closer you are to him, just proximity-wise, the closer you are, the more dangerous it is.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Kara, technically, if he uses magic, can capture it. So, like, she doesn't necessarily have to be close to him, but generally, she has to be close to him to incapacitate him with her Aegil, because she doesn't have a ranged weapon generally either.
That's another thing you have to make physical contact with to do anything about.
Right. That's what worries me in the situation, is that both of these women are powerful as fuck, but they have to be in contact, and if Kaylin does do something, she's incapacitated then. So even, if something does fuck up, the whole situation just screams,
bad idea?
Yeah, not taking enough precautions.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just hey Jade, you know what I mean? If I was a fresh reader, I don't know if I would read it this way. So if I'm taking prejudice from previous reads, and that's why, if you're a fresh reader and
Could
you're
be.
I did not look at it that way, and now I'm what the fuck's gonna happen, Jade? Let me know, because I would love to know what fresh eyes thought of this chapter, because I don't remember when I first read it, and all I can feel throughout most of this chapter is growing rage at how bad I feel like it's planned.
Like you're watching a horror movie and saying, "Don't go in the bathroom. Don't
go
do
upstairs.
It.
Don't go upstairs.
Why would you do that? There's no way out on that level of your house, you idiot.
Don't answer the phone again.
He's obviously in there."
What the fuck? Yeah.
So, all of these guys standing guard, Kara and Kaylin in front of him, very close. The threat is real. They ask him exactly, not they, Kaylin asks him exactly, what the fuck did you say earlier to cause all this stuff to kick off? And with a smile, he explains that he's an assassin sent by Emperor Jagang, here to kill the Lord Rahl. Where can I find him, please? Yeep. What the fuck?
It's just deeply unsettling, because obviously he knew he wasn't going to get there.
Yeah, can you really expect to just be, oh, shit, he's going to kill the king.
Yeah.
He's right in there.
Yeah, no, and he probably didn't, or at least Jagang didn't, so this guy's either being controlled to the point where his will is taken away, or he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the ball, right?
It's either the balls or, okay, so this guy works for Jagang. He works for Jagang. We know what Jagang is capable of. The Sisters of the Dark. You know what I mean? He's got
the bruises
total
on
control.
the titties.
Yeah. Oh, the poor titties. But Jagang.
That's greatly underselling everything he did. But I'm sorry.
that really
said.
is.
Yeah.
That really is. Dude is capable. He is a fucking monster. A man-made magical monster.
Yeah.
Triple M.
Nate
Never
likes
mind.
the adjectives.
I do. This guy, stranger, we don't know his name yet.
Stranger danger.
Working for Jagang, openly being like, yeah, Jagang sent me. Obviously, he's in his brain, right? He's in there.
You would think.
He has to be.
I mean, we would think. I don't.
Now, I know I've read the books before, but just going off the information that I have from the previous books and this chapter, I assume this man has Jagang in his brain, and he's in there.
Jagang in the brain. Sorry,
in
I
the
didn't
brain.
even say it right.
Jagang in the membrane.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a fucking t-shirt right there.
Fuck yeah.
Print.
Okay.
Done.
Yep.
So happy about that. Jagang in the membrane.
Yep. That's a good one.
But yeah, so
I think for this
obviously
episode.
him just being in there, he's getting information to him.
You would assume.
I assume as a reader.
Right.
And that's not using any, knowledge from the last read through. Seriously, just through books so far and this chapter, and that's the concept I have of this guy. Obviously spy, obviously dangerous, do not fuck with, murder right now.
Or immediately, okay, Kara, let's fuck off out of this room for a second and go get Richard.
Yes, go get Richard.
And tell him, hey, you know that thing that we've been kind of dealing with the whole Dreamwalker fucking thing? Yeah, we have one here. Somebody, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Come see.
Oh, it's so bad. And this for the first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And to date, Richard and Kaylin still have not fucked.
I could not believe.
Look, I had to bring it up. I'm sorry. I know.
No.
Some people are like, "Oh, okay, they'll do it when they do it, guys. And other people are like us. So they're like, no, you need to be banging now.
Dude, there's my
Yesterday.
thing is that they're not.
Weeks ago.
It's not like a religious thing holding them back. It's not even like a personal moral drawback for either one of them. It's Kara being like, I'm gonna protect her fucking honor? Fuck off. Fuck off all the way with that. Also, I just...
The honorable thing would be to give those two some fucking privacy.
Yeah. I also do want to say, I obviously remembered Nadine. She's not a forgettable character.
That's true.
I did forget that she came up so fucking early in this book.
Yeah, chapter 1.
And I'm excited, but I also have strong feelings about this woman, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Terry has always been a master at compounding problems. If you ask me, that's what he brings to this book. Brings to it, like he didn't fucking write it.
Oh, yeah, that's how he contributes.
Yeah.
The only way.
In that small way. No, it's like I don't know. Other books I read are very one problem at a time, and maybe that's because I'm reading elementary age books.
I don't think that's
No,
true.
that's not true. But like, he does not let you solve a problem before introducing 3 more.
Which
So
can
whatever
infuriate
solution-
some people.
Yeah, me. And just makes the solution infinitely more complex, makes you think about it. And I mean, I like that. I like being like, wait, what the fuck? I like how we get to, there are 2 chapters left and nothing is solved. How the fuck is he going to end this book? You know what I mean? And we're starting off heavy.
Yeah.
There is a solid 3 problems already. And as we know, the third child of trouble
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure where you were going. Because you said
There.
2? You said 2 problems?
3. I said
Oh.
3.
And the third, yeah, there's always 3 children of trouble. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got strange, long, brown-haired lady. You got weird, stranger man.
Hmm.
Okay, and you have Mortzif laughing and giggling and feeding chipmunks.
I don't think that, I see where you're going. I think there's probably going to be a different third child.
I actually think the third child of trouble would be the growing argument between Kaelin and Kara at this point.
Maybe. There's so much stuff coming with this book. I'm so hyped.
There's a lot.
It's going to be good.
There's a lot. But we are going to work our way through it 1 chapter at a time. Seriously, I can't wait. I'm super fucking excited. You guys.
This is
We've
the beginning.
We're like at like 180 episodes, and I'm sitting here on like 180. I don't know if it's 186 or something like that. I think it might be. But I'm like, I'm fucking ready. Let's do this thing.
Hell yeah.
Air punches.
You want to crack some Red Bulls and go till midnight? Is that what you're saying? to me right now?
You want to get extra drunk and then record a Patreon episode right now?
I think we might.
All right. Well, I do want to thank you guys all very, very much for listening. If you did enjoy this episode, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon. We got tons of extra content there. You can find our Discord on there as well. Me and Jade check in there and chat with people on there. We're also going to be doing live episodes and fucking beer and just everything. Everything is there. And it's awesome. Not to mention our extra episodes, right? We go a little deeper into one topic each chapter, and we do watch-alongs. It's a fucking awesome time.
You should be there.
You should be there. Why aren't you there right now?
Because you're listening to us. It's okay. Don't feel bad.
Okay, well then finish this episode and then go there.
Yeah.
That would be great. But maybe Patreon's not your thing. It would do us a huge service if you would go to wherever you listen to this podcast on and give us a rating.
Uh-huh.
Or, I'm pretty sure the #1 podcast platform is Apple Podcasts right now. So if you just want to hop on there and drop one, I don't know if
can't.
that's...
I don't have Apple.
I know, me either. I have an Android, so I can't do it.
I actually...
But if you can do that, seriously, that helps us out too. That helps other people find this podcast and just, spreads the word and the love.
Spread the word
Spreads the
around
truth.
like butter. With
Spreading the truth.
Your truth sword.
Truth like butter.
Yeah.
Sword of truth is like a warm butter knife through fresh butter.
But if you're interested in getting in on that Patreon, our Patreon is Podcast ATT, just like all the rest of our social media. Our Gmail thing is podcastatt@gmail.com. And we love hearing from you.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you real soon.
Bye!